Youcat, question number 286. What is freedom and what is it for? Freedom is the God given power to be able to act of one's own accord. A person who is free no longer acts under influence of someone else. God created us as free men and wills our freedom, so that we might decide wholeheartedly in favor of the good, indeed, for the greatest good, in other words, for God. The more we do what is good, the freer we become. Question number 287. But doesn't freedom consist of being able to choose evil as well? Evil is only apparently worth striving for, and deciding in favor of evil only apparently makes us free. Evil does not make us happy, but rather deprives us of what is truly good. It chains us to something futile and in the end destroys our freedom entirely. We see this in addiction. Here a person sells his freedom to something that appears good to him. In reality, he becomes a slave. Man is freest when he is always able to say yes to the good, when no addiction, no compulsion, no habit prevents him from choosing and doing what is right and good. A decision in favor of the good is always a decision leading toward God. Pope Benedict XVI would say, the person who abandons himself totally in God's hands does not become God's puppet, a boring ass-man. He does not lose his freedom. Only the person who entrusts himself totally to God finds true freedom, the great creative immensity of the freedom of good. The person who turns to God does not become smaller but greater, for through God and with God, he becomes great, he becomes divine, he becomes truly himself. God bless you all.